everyone, welcome to a new video. Today and for the next few days, I'm going to be resetting for summer 2023. This has been so long awaited for me because for the past few months I've been burned out and I've just needed a break, and I've been curating a list of things I wanted to do when I have more time. So that's why I'm very excited to show you my summer master list. So starting out with my goals, I have 5 sections of goals that I want to accomplish. My first one is fitness. I've been wanting to run a half marathon for a while now. In 2019, my family and I went on a vacation to Chachapoyas, Peru. If you didn't know, I am from Lima, Peru. And on the trip, we did a hike to Gocta, which are these beautiful waterfalls. It's around a 1.5 kilometer hike going upwards. It's a very difficult trail, and during 5 hours that it took to do it, we met a marathon runner, and he just did it with such a breeze, and he was telling us about how running marathons has changed his life, and it's been part of his day-to-day routine now. So not running a half marathon, but practicing for one. So I've been wanting to do it ever since. He just inspired me so much. And my brother and I are going to be training for a half marathon at the end of September. So I have downloaded an app to help me train because I know nothing about marathon running. So I'm going to kind of follow that, but I am going to start slowly. So I do want to add bits by bits every single time that I run. I want to try to do 4 times a week if possible, just because I don't want to get tired or burned out. And then I also need to eat more vegetables and fruits daily because sometimes I forget, I added a little running tracker as well, just to keep myself accountable as well. And I've already started it, so that's exciting. In terms of mindfulness and being present, I just want to set time aside to journal daily. I don't have a specific time of the day in which I want to do this, just because sometimes I want to journal in the morning because I have a bunch of things in my mind, but other times I just want to do it in the afternoon when I'm a little bit more stressed, or at night just to wind down. So I don't really have a set time in which I want to journal, but I know I want to do it. And then I'm also curating a list of things that I'm absorbing, such as movies, books, articles, TV shows, etc. On her Notion tour, Moya here on YouTube showed this page where she kind of tracked everything that she's absorbing and what she's reading, watching, doing, and things like that. And I thought that was a brilliant idea, so I want to implement it into my daily life as well. And then I also want to reduce my screen time by avoiding using Instagram Reels to distract myself if I'm, just bored. I'd rather just read a book at that point, because I know I spam my friends too much with Reels saying, oh, this is so us. So yeah, in terms of creativity, it's just in terms of nerdy junkie. I want to be proud and inspired by the content that I make, so you might see a shift in kind of my editing style as well. And I want to decorate and organize my room so that it's more me and my personality. The next video after this one that I'm going to be posting is a bookshelf tour and a kind of build my bookshelf with me video, so that should be very exciting. I think it'll turn out really fun, hopefully. And then my 4th point is to gain confidence in what I do and gain knowledge. I realized that during the term, sometimes I don't speak out or don't participate because I'm shy that I don't know enough, especially about Irish politics and history. So that's what I want to do during the summer, just gain more confidence and more knowledge. I saw Annie's video on Smart Girl Summer. I had never thought about putting into words what I want to do during the summer until I watched that video, and definitely this time of the year is going to be my Smart Girl Summer, gaining knowledge, working towards being the version of myself that I want to be. So I want to schedule in time to read specifically nonfiction and all the books about politics that I have and that I've collected over the years, but I just haven't had the motivation or time to read them. I also want to restart learning German. I lived in Germany when I was younger, but I've focused more on learning English and then improving my Spanish, which is why I kind of just let German go to the side, but I really want to relearn it, at least start during the summer. And this is kind of like the end goal that I've set for myself as well. And then in organization, I just want to declutter my room because I have boxes from my move, which happened like 6 months ago, and it's still here, which is horrible. So that's what I want to do. And then I want to build and organize my bookshelf. I want to follow my routine and stay on track with my goals this summer. And I want to sell my old clothes on Depop because I have so much that I just don't wear anymore, and it's just daunting. It's just a huge box in my room that I want to get rid of, so I want to sell it or donate it. And then on the bottom, I just have a list of topics that I want to learn more about. I've recently been interested in learning more about Impressionist art. I've been going to more galleries and things like that, and I realized that I am drawn to Impressionist art, specifically Claude Monet, and I want to learn more about that. My room actually has prints of Impressionist paintings, which, I feel like I should learn more about it by this point. And then I want to learn more about political theory, classics and modern texts. So I want to read things like Why Some Nations Fail, the 48 Laws of Power. I might listen to the podcast of The Prince as well. And I want to learn more about the discussion surrounding development. I took a module, which was the foundations of development, and I actually really enjoyed it. And I realized that I want to learn more about that. And then I also want to learn more about Irish literature, politics, and history. I am currently, and I'm still reading The Picture of Dorian Gray, but I'm about to finish, and then I'm going to go on to start Ulysses. So I'll definitely try to do a reading vlog of that. That could be fun. And then for my routines, I just set out my morning routine. This is a rough idea of what I want to do. Obviously, it's not going to, be precisely every single day, but on a good day, I definitely want to do this. And then here's my reading list. It's obviously not complete. It's just a few things I want to do, and I definitely am going to read more fiction as well. And then I also have some ideas, because sometimes when I make plans with my friends or with my mom or with my boyfriend, we kind of just sit there and we're like, okay, what do we do? And we end up doing the same thing every single time. But I've kind of made a list of things I want to do just so that doesn't happen. For solo dates, I just have this. These are, if you live in Ireland or in Dublin specifically, you might have heard about the Poolbeg Lighthouse in Sandymount, which is so nice. I've gone there with my dad and then with my boyfriend, and I loved it. So I want to do that by myself as well. And then I want to read Ulysses in Sandy Cove. I didn't know the James Joyce Tower, which is where Ulysses starts, is in Sandy Cove, so I'm excited for that. And then also journal at the park, which I've done and it was lovely, so I would love to do it again. I also have some fun activities. I've already done both of these, actually the 3 of them. I'm gonna have to make more ideas, and that's kind of my overview of my summer master list. It is sunflower themed because my favorite flowers are sunflowers, so I just love how my page turned out, and I think I'm gonna be really motivated just to have this general summer master list, and decorating it the way I like. I think it's really motivating as well, so that should be exciting. But that's it for my Notion tour of my summer bucket list. Now it's on to part 2 of the video, which is just getting started on accomplishing my goals. So I'm gonna put a timer for, I think, just 30 minutes at first. Right, so it's already been half an hour, so it's currently around 10 a.m. and I read one chapter of The Picture of Dorian Gray. I was thinking about not annotating this book just because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but so far I'm 100 pages in, like a little bit over 100 pages in, and I already annotated my first line, which is yay, exciting. I also flagged the part that I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to connect it to like character development or just themes of, I don't know how to say, the theme of how the characters are so vain in this book, but I don't know. I've been enjoying it so far. I've been reading it for so long. I have been enjoying it, so I do want to, like, you know, read it calmly and things like that, but at this point, like, it's been too long. It's been since a little bit before final season. We need to read this already because I have other books that I want to read. But yeah, and I already drank like I just have a little bit of my coffee. I've noticed that drinking coffee while reading is very motivating and satisfying, so I think I'm gonna add that into my routine, like just habit stacking or, you know, bundling. Actually, yeah, I might do that. If you read James Clear's Atomic Habits, you know kind of where this idea came from. This is gonna be my reward coffee. If I read, I get my coffee while reading. So yeah. Right, now I'm just gonna plan out my day and kind of what I want to do. I've already accomplished reading one chapter, but I do want to read another chapter of The Picture of Dorian Gray. I'm halfway through, so one chapter more wouldn't hurt for today. And I also have other things I want to do, like go for a run to train for my half marathon. I did go on a run yesterday, which was great, so I want to do it today as well.
Las en urgencias siguen aumentando. Está muy tensionada. Este virus es portado que alrededor del social
que hayamos visto en los años.
Conocido a las vías respiratorias, sobre todo en invierno, y hasta 160.000 adultos mayores.
It wouldn't be a reset video if I didn't include a cleaning montage, so I hope you all enjoy my attempts at being an adult and cleaning my room.
Doing, because everyone else is the main character, it's going to be null and void. We're going to combat those stories with look at yourself, point out the things that are amazing about you, that you to indulge in pleasures of life and not just being so strict and so you really have to focus. We want the spotlight, and it's going to be very unique to you on a day-to-day basis. Friday night in and making food or whatever, like that you made for yourself because you deserve it. But whatever it is that you are doing that is going to help you indulge more in the present moment and experience life and pleasure, when you're doing these things, I really want you to perceive yourself in a way and be like, I'm worthy of having that I'm dancing towards myself on an intimate level, especially reflecting on the relationships that I've had with just how not confident and actually have more of a self-pleasure practice for myself and in the bed with somebody else, but just honest on my audio stories and a taboo break consume online can often. That's why I really love Cheeks, because they have topics, and the thing is, it's like all event subscription. So the link will be in my bio where you can sign up. Great, and that's why I really love Cheeks. So through positive self-talk, indulging in pleasure, pointing out the things that you need to remind yourself more of. Anyway, in downtown Toronto, I'm gonna go for a hot girl walk. Whole thing. I'm gonna just roam a few things that I'm doing that needs to change with people like us.